Hello, welcome in. So glad you could make it. Voices are always there, but you're much better company. So I'm glad to have you here today, especially since I've discovered this guy. He's a multitasker. He can carry up to 12 weapons at once. It's twice as much as the other ones, and I had an idea with this earlier. So there's certain weapons that will give you extra stats for how much damage you do with them. And he takes -5 damage for every extra weapon. So if we're going to load him up with weapons, we might want to be able to get something like this, because then as we play, we're counteracting that stat. Just an idea, and I thought it'd be cool to wield like 12 different melee weapons. Because I've also discovered that as I try to play with the melee more, because I'm usually a longer range kind of fella, but when I play with the melee more, I've gotten better at navigating. He says as he pulls off the coolest move. We are going to start with luck, because I always start out with luck. It makes everything better as you go, but already we've got 2 stats increasing weapons. And if you check here, it'll show you where stats are gained. So we gain +1 damage because we used it to kill 20 enemies that round. But if you notice when we buy a new weapon, this stat right here is going to drop by 5, and it did. Because I don't know why the armor just went down too, though. I don't understand that one. But our armor seemed to have dropped as well. That's interesting. But now, for every 20 enemies we kill with this one, we'll get more attack speed. And then we'll get one of these. And every 20 enemies we kill with this one, we'll get more HP. So we'll build our stats as we go. And I think that's a good plan. Now, I do like the HP regeneration. I also like lifesteal. I think that's a fair trade, though. So we're going to lock that in for next time. We're going to reroll. I do that because I want to be able to see anything here to lock in. And I think it's a better plan to go ahead and spend some money on rerolls and lock in the ones you know you want, because it saves you time in the future trying to find the same ones. And we're not going to like any of those, so I've spent enough money doing that. Let's go try with our 3 melee weapons and how this goes. So if we up the speed a lot, the attack speed, I think it'll be like a whirling dervish of a potato. It'll be like a potato saw, and I think that would be epic. That would be epic. A potato of mass destruction. I am ducking, diving, dodging. I am getting better at doing that. At not panicking, I'm not getting better at, but at successfully using melee weapons, I'm getting a little better. So we have enough to get these now, which is why I locked them down. I like the max HP, even though it takes down our regeneration a little. I'm going to lock that in for next time. I'm going to reroll a couple times, see if we can find some more of these awesome weapons here. This one makes fruit, and if it's what I kind of want to do with the melee weapons, and it is useful to have the fruit being generated, because that'll help keep your health up. And right now we're only at 12 health. I'm going to not get this one because I don't want to start with 1 HP. I have 3 regeneration. They would take me seconds and seconds and seconds to be safe. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get it. We'll look down here and check on our weapons and how much stats they've given us. We've gotten 1 from that still. We didn't get enough kills. I think the problem is going to be that we're getting all the enemies spread out among all the weapons, and they each have like a minimum number of weapons, minimum number of enemies killed before they'll give you the stat. So I think what's happening is, since they're all doing the damage, I'll chase this guy down. I feel like he's going to give me something good. Ooh, we still haven't built back up our health, so taking any kind of damage is not going to be good. I've got a piece of fruit that helps. I'm going to get another one from that tree. Now we're back in a safer kind of flow with it. There we go. And we're complete with the wave. So we're going to go with more HP or more luck. Ooh, it's hard to pass up luck, but that's a bluey. So we're going to take the extra HP, because if we run out of that, we run out of run. So we're going to get another Ghost Scepter and another Ghost Flint, and I think to counteract the fact that we're running into the problem of not having enough enemies to kill with them to get stats produced, although we did get an extra HP for that one. But what we can do is combine them up. And now what happens is it takes less kills to get the same stat boost, and also there'll be less to go around, I guess you could say, as far as the enemies go. So they're more likely to each get their minimum number of kills to get where they need to go. And we're going to get us a pruner, just to have that little extra fruit coming in. And that's always good. And there's an exploding fruit build I want to try. It's going to be pivotal to try to produce as much fruit on the board as we can. And I am doing a little bit of ranged attack. I guess that scepter is not a melee weapon. And that's actually a good thing, because a little bit of ranged attack will help me soften them up a bit before they get to me. when I gotta hit them with the scepters, because I don't have to do all the damage with the melee weapons. I just need to do the final damage with the melee weapons so that I can keep those stat boosts rolling in and get us epic mode here shortly. We're only at wave 4 so far, but we seem to be doing a good little stint, especially when we get this damage upgrade that helps counteract from all the weapons we're getting, which are lowering our damage. I did want to go with a super good attack speed. Really building up my HP right at first though when I have the opportunity. We're gonna get enough fruit from that for now. We're not taking a lot of damage yet, so we're not gonna get another pruner. I'm gonna try to find more of these weapons. Now this one is considered a ranged weapon, but it's already gained me 2 HP for having been wielding it. These ones haven't got me anything. This one's got me the same old one, so we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I think when we get more enemies coming in, I think that's really going to be its time to shine and really help us out. We're going to shoot, yeah, I like the alien eyes. They shoot a projectile, so I'm going to lock those in, and then we're going to reroll and get a ghost axe. Yeah, we're going to upgrade our ghost axe now. So now instead of 20 enemies, it's only going to take 16, 18. It's going to take 18 now to do it. We can also get another Ghost Scepter. It's a level 1. But again, as long as we can collect as many as we want, because we can hold up to 12. So I think that's going to help in being able to grab like lower level ones and add it up for big time heavy caliber weapons. And I think the main thing there is going to be that they only have to kill very few enemies to give us our stat boost. And then our stats are just going to go off the charts, especially if we have 12 fully upgraded stats boosting weapons. Can you imagine? And then just the tons of enemies in the later waves and just ranking up. You'll be more powerful by the end of every level than is strictly speaking necessary. Got to get rid of the projectile shooters as quick as you can, but that's harder on a melee build. Man, yeah, I'm just gonna have to get better dodging projectiles. That's the bottom line on that. We are gonna get more harvesting because we need to make more cash for spending in the store here. We're gonna get more luck because always we're gonna get the alien eyes we wanted and the new ghost scepter. So we're gonna be cleaning up once we get there. This one's already given us 4 HP. I think they're already starting to work out a little bit. We spent every last dime, so we're just gonna go on to wave 6. I like that we automatically have some health perks right there, the little fruity fruit, which is gonna help out. And we just gotta get the number of kills in with the melee weapons. Again, I'm just kind of biding my time and just kind of building up like chests like that and the stats to initially start and get us through where we can get these weapons powered up. Because once they're fully fledged and really start throwing on the stats without having to do much work to make it happen, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot more exponential growth. Every wave is going to expand us more than the wave before it, and it's gonna go off the chain. I can't wait. So this is that spicy sauce. 3+3 max HP consumables have 50%. Oh yeah, I unlocked this in another game. We actually get to already turn the fruit into bombs. That is epic. Now we're gonna get some more HP regeneration, or should we counteract the damage more? But we're in the positive with the damage, so I'm gonna go with more regeneration. That perp there, like me a purple one. We got burning activates 20% faster, or more dodge, duck, dive, dodge, and dodge. I already have 24 dodge. We're just gonna re-roll that. We got a purple here. Dodge is capped at 70. Isn't it normally capped at 60? Yeah. So you can increase your dodge even more. You're going to lose speed and armor. I can't really spare the armor. I'm already taking 21% more damage than I should because of my armor. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get more regeneration at the cost of a little bit of luck. Then we're just going to move on. We're looking for more of these stats boost weapons. That's really what I need here the most. I hope we can get something that'll get us free rerolls in the shop too, because then we'll be off to the races. We'll be able to find them a lot faster. There we got another level 2 Ghost Scepter. Tier 2. And those ones were already doing good. Those ones were getting me 5 extra HP. Yeah, my HP is up to 46. That one's gotten me some attack speed. That one's also gotten me more damage. That's why my damage is positive. And the other one's not great, but they're getting there. I definitely want to lock that in, and the normal Ghost Scepter as well. And this is going faster than I actually expected. Are we going to take the risk to do the 3 extra HP? I don't think it's worth the risk at this point. I really don't. I'm just going to go on to the next level. Because I'm starting to put the weapons together that I want. I'm starting to put the build together, and I know me. If I take the risk to get just 3 little HP, but all of a sudden I'm in the run here, and I don't want to do that. I want to stay ahead of these guys. I'm gonna need. Oh, I forgot I had explodey fruit. I was saving it, but every other fruit will explode, so I should just be grabbing those as soon as I can, and spreading around a little extra damage. Again, it's the last hit that matters for my melee weapons. If they're doing the damage before they get there, that's fine. If I can improve that ranged weapon a little bit, that's fine. Make them softer by the time they get to me. And then when I give them a little tappy tap with the scepters, I can get me some more stats. Yeah, I think that was a good one. I feel good about that run. It's already looking higher. I got 50. Yeah. Damage is a little higher. I think we got some stats that time. I think we need to level up the red ones. We're coming up on wave 10, and I don't like having any red stats on wave 10. That's my cheat way of making sure I can survive it. Wave 10 is the first really hard wave you get going on. Let's improve our range damage. Soften them up a bit more on the way in. We're going to grab our scepters now. We did make enough to do that at least. We're going to re-roll and see what else we can get. That'll help with the monies. And it's a passive thing. So once you have it, you have it. So I'm going to go ahead and get a piggy bank. Put to the side and some more lifesteal. I lose some regeneration, but that's really good, actually. We're going to re-roll again and get another tier 2 ghost axe. We're going to put that on lockdown because I don't have enough money at the moment to get it. Nothing else is good enough to save for now. I wish I had better luck. I'm not getting the blues and purples the way I like, but I am getting the stats popped up the way I like. Look at that. I've already gained 6 damage just from that. And then it does more damage, which gives it more kills, which will get it more. Now that we have explodey trees, explodey fruits, I want more. I want more pruners. If we keep them making fruit and upgrading them, they make the fruit faster, and they'll explode and help us do some damage. Okay, we're gonna go on to wave 8 now, and look at all his staffs. That is so wild looking. He is bristling. He looks like a porcupine. He is great, my little porcupine potato. Oh, he's so cute with his staffs of destruction. That is awesome. Let's get him in close, and then we're going to pick up this fruit and hope it's one of the 50% that does the damage, and it doesn't, so we're just going to run. We're going to go get another fruit over here and try that again. And it didn't go off either. 50% my butt. We're going to try that one. That one exploded, but there was nobody in range. So explosion range is a thing we need to work on. We're building up some baddies because I'm running from them and shooting at them, and I keep forgetting to do the melee. Talking and meleeing at the same time is difficult, turns out. We're getting it done, and we're taking some damage, but I did upgrade my health a lot, which is why I didn't just end my run. And we're going to go get another fruit here. Hopefully it's an explosive one, because that did a lot of damage if it was. I was too scared to notice at the time. We definitely need more speed. I'm not running as fast as I would like. We're going to go ahead and grab the pruners and the ghost axe. We now have 10 out of 12 weapons, which is probably doing significant damage to our damage, but that's going to change as these weapons start doing some good. Plus, let's go ahead and upgrade them. Let's go ahead and combine them together and see how high up we can get these to go, and how few enemies it's going to take to actually start rolling the stats through. I'm going to do I can't do that because they're different tiers, so they don't actually combine. But now we can see, so it does still show us the stats it gave before, and now it's going to take 16, only 16 for the purples. So we're going to start seeing the stats go up higher and higher. I think everything is going exactly according to plan. We've already done 113 damage with the exploding ones. I wonder if we get the second one, if it's going to make the chance of it exploding greater. Oh, it's going to make the damage greater. Oh, I don't know. We will save that so we can find out, though. And if we're working with explosions, we need to save this one, too. I think our HP is going up on its own now. That's the goal of this build, though. We don't have to think about our other stats too tough. We just have to think about the weapons. And the other thing I was talking about, immediately lost focus because they are coming in, and I am happy for it, because if we can remember to smack them with the stats increasers as much as we can and stay right on them, kind of counterintuitive. These things are dangerous, and now I have to get as close to them as I possibly can in order to maintain my goals. Fighting that animal instinct to run and hide. I come from a long line of survivors that have lived to tell the tale. But we're not slave to our instincts, and I will whack these guys with my stats producers until we are epically equipped to deal with it. I think our health is pretty good too, because we're not dropping that low. I know I'm continually picking up these fruit pieces, but even when we take hits, we're not dropping super low. I can run right through the middle, I think, at this point. So we're beefed up now, but we're about to go into wave 10, and that's the thing that'll test your run. It'll feel good. And it does feel good, which makes me a little nervous, because it'll feel good until you hit the 10th wave, and then it feels like, wow, I haven't equipped myself for this at all. And we're going to go ahead and go get these. We're going to see what that changed by getting 2. So it's still up to your matched HP. I'm not sure. It still says 50%. Oh, it says 67% damage. We're doing more damage now with those explosions, and then if you add that, I wonder if that shows on here. It does. We do 10 extra damage after picking up that upgrade. So it shows directly in here, it keeps a running tally of how the upgrades affect each other, which means less math for me, which I'm happy about. I am good with that. I'm more than happy to be involved. Our damage is almost back up to 1, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. We got our free reroll going on, or was that just because I ate them all up? Yeah, it's because I bought everything in the shop. They're like, we'll restock you for free today, since you're such a good customer. We're going to increase our pickup range and our harvesting because I want to keep buying stuff, and our dodge is pretty good, so that's not that big of a trade-off. And then we're just going to go ahead and reroll again. We're looking for more. This is what we're looking for. Killing a tree spawns a turret. I love that. That goes well with the idea of getting more trees so that we can get more explodey fruit. So they'll not only produce explodey fruit, but they'll also produce a shooty tower. You can't really beat that. This is going to be an excellent run. Do I want more fruit? It explodes. So yeah, I want more fruit. I want to be able to get those and combine them so that I can get bigger and bigger pruning shears. Not actually bigger, but more powerful pruning shears so that they produce fruit faster. More explosions, more mayhem, more chaos. I've signed up. I'm there. I bought the t-shirt. I bought a little apartment. Put a little cafe out front. Drink some coffee there. That's how there I am with the concept that I was discussing before I forgot what I was talking about. So we gotta watch out for these big guys. They do kind of just run right through me as I hit them with all these things. But we're gonna start picking up these fruities now, and that should help us to do some damage as we go. Ooh, if any of them were close to that when it went off, that would have been great. Too bad. Womp womp. So once they're all built up like this, we should be able to get in here and just yeah, exactly like that, and then run through and grab the fruit, and we might have just lost this. Nope, we got this. We're going to make that tree into another fruit. No, it was a crate, so it didn't heal me. So I have got 12 seconds left. We're not going to, this might be the end of this run. We might be done here. Ooh, more fruit, more fruit. This is what I was saying about wave 10. You're like, oh, this run is doing great. I feel like, I beat it. I beat wave 10. Okay, so we're still good. And we got 10% plus damage. Let's go. This is going to be, I have all the confidence. I am glad I never doubted that this build is working out excellently. We're going to get this. We're going to get the trees turning into shooty shoots for us. Do we want to risk big bad guys for extra 8% damage? No, we don't. We want to keep getting these awesome stat increasing weapons because once we upgrade these two, we can combine them, make them bigger. We're going to run through and see what all we've got. We've gained 4 attack speed. We've gained 4 max HP. We've gained 12 max HP from that one. I didn't even look at our stat. We're at 72 HP now. We've gotten 1 more HP from him already. And then she's given us 15 extra damage right there. Wow. Okay. This is a really good build. I'm really, really happy that this is working out so well. We're going to get prunes and keep upgrading them and combining them and making them stronger so that now we're producing 1 every 14 seconds and 1 every 12 seconds. I like it. This is going well. Oh, there's another prune here. Pruner. We're going to lock that in for next time, and we're going to go to wave 11. Now, it shouldn't be as hard as wave 10, but there are new enemies. Those guys take a lot of abuse before they go down, so any kind of softening up before they get there is probably going to be good for me to be able to get the kills with my close-in weapons. If I just stay up here where my fruit's spawning, and whenever I get a guy close enough to me, I can run over there and get a fruit, and boopity-boop. Less bad guy. Yeah, no, they worked a little. I want to see more explosive damage and more range. They start out the explosions very balanced. They start them out almost ineffectual. And then you really got to focus on the stats and getting the stats higher. Ooh, in order to make the explosions worth it. I think the balancing in this game is actually pretty superb. I think it very much supports individual runs that are based on just one thing you really like, such as wielding a million staves of stat increase. And it just allows you to focus on that one stat, but they also don't blow up your other stats for you when you ain't looking. You know how it works. So we're going to get more damage even, and I think we're going to start doing some really good with these stats because I think things are going smoothly. We're going to grab that another pruner, yet more prune. We're not going to get a saw because it doesn't give us stats. What's this purple? Elemental damage plus 8, critical chance plus 5, weapon damage scales with elemental damage. So then anytime we get more elemental damage, but it cuts off your burning. You can't burn anybody anymore. And I don't think we do any burning damage. We can sacrifice that for more weapons. extra weapons damage. Why not? Our damage right now is 9. If we get it, it didn't change at all, but we're doing more elemental damage, so that can't be bad. And let's get the pickup range going on, because that's going to help us when picking up the fruits. And then we're going to lock in another axe. I'm not going to risk the ghost. And we're going to go on to wave 12. I think we're going to get pretty far. We have 10 out of 12 of our weapons because we're using the extra spot to just keep having spots to combine our weapons and get better and better ones. Which take less and less kills in order to in order to get us our more stats. I think our stats are going up quicker than I thought, which means that the exponential growth threshold I was looking for should happen quicker as well, hopefully. And we'll start spiraling out of control, and we'll just keep going until my GPU melts. We're gonna see how fast it can go, which I think is gonna go pretty good if I can remember to turn my mic on at the beginning of a run, if I can remember to actually record it, and if I remember to run it as an administrator. If that sounds a little like I ran into those problems, it's probably because, I ran into those problems, but that's how you learn. Like in this run, I'm learning very quickly not to go into the middle. I thought my wave was done, but it was actually just my wave being complete because I'm really good at this game. We now have 1 extra HP regeneration for every currently burning enemy. No, we're not going to do that because we literally made it so that we can't burn anything anymore, I think. Burning speed is 0, so negative 100? But it's a percentage, so that means 0. So we're going to recycle this for 36 monies. We're going to get more luck finally, and we're only at 26 luck. I don't think I've ever had luck this low, this far into a run before. We're going to go ahead and grab the ones we saved for ourselves. We're going to combine what we can combine, and then we're going to do a review and see how much. Oh, that one is awesome. It only needs 12. See, we're going to get them all up to that. We're going to get them all up to needing only 12. We've gained 22 HP from that so far. We are doing good. We can combine these pruners as well, and these pruners. And wow, that gets us down to 7 weapons, which should make our damage go higher. Yeah, 26. But we're still getting all the stats improvements and the boopity boop fruit. The boopity boop fruits. We've got elemental damage for every 30 burning enemies. That's kind of silly given the other one we already took. We have lifesteal for minus harvesting. That's fine. We'll take that. I like lifesteal. We got a club that doesn't do any stats gain. Now these are cool. I've ended up doing a lot of damage with the reposit. So when you dodge, you end up hurting them for a certain percent, which right now is only 1. I don't like that. Let's go with more not HP, let's go with more damage. Because it is adding to the damage every time we get this, but every time we get a new weapon, it drops 5% until we combine that weapon. So we'll just keep the strength going for right now. A little higher. I want some more regeneration too. A lot of life is good. Regenerating that life is even better. We're going to go to wave 13. And we've already got some bigger guys spawning in, which just means more material because they're still easy enough to take out. I just got to remember to get close enough because I've got so many ranged weapons now. Those ones give stats too, though, so I guess it's not a bad thing. It's just, I think that's why I'm getting all the HP advancements, but the strength ones are kind of low, and the attack speed is a little lower. Although I think it's doing better than the strength gainer is. I think it's because I'm shooting them at range. So we're getting a lot of HP for that. That was good. That was good. They collapsed onto me, and I picked up like 2 fruit, did some damage with the fruit blowing up, and also made it out the other side alive. I think we're a tank at this point. I'm not going to get too cocky and just try to run right through them like I did a minute ago because I really almost gasped myself. Because I had beaten the wave right then and I thought I was goner. And we are really low on health, but we were really close to the end of that wave. We did it. We did it. This is going to take us really far, I think. Now, we're going to get more luck, because the more luck you have, too, the more likely you are to get fruit dropped. Fruit being boom booms means the more that gets dropped, the more bad guys go away. The more that gets dropped. A lovely spiral of boopity boops. 40 plus 40 harvesting? Where you take 1 damage per second forever? I don't like that. 3 knockbacks. Oh, and let's say that directly counteracts by the HP regeneration. And then you weren't noticing you'd have plus 40 coins and experience each wave? I don't know. I'm a little scared of that one. To be honest, I'm a little scared of that one. I don't like where our speed is either for getting the barricade. And I don't stand still very often. Burning activate 20% faster is irrelevant. None of those I think are any good. Elemental every time you increase your elemental damage. Alright, we're going to grab that one. Elemental damage is good. We're going to re-roll and get another ghost flint. And we can do some more upgrading. Let's combine those. Let's see where we're at. We've got 4 attack speed. Where's the ranged one? This guy. Yeah, that's why we were getting so many HP, because it's a ranged weapon, and I tend to stay back from people, even when I'm supposed to be confronting them directly. Let's get another Ghost Flint and another Ghost Scepter. We are ghosted out. That's what's up. Let's try to combine these pruners, which should increase my damage. It means I'm carrying less weapons. And our stockpile is looking really, really good. We're not going to reroll because we can't afford it. We're going to go into wave 14. And I've seen these guys before. These little lurky, they look like Jabba the Purple thing. And they lurk in the background, and I think they enrage or somehow buff other bad guys. Because I feel like if you leave them sitting long enough, some of the bad guys start turning red, and then some of the bad guys start staying red. So that's a buff, and I'm going to assume that if they're trying to run away from me, even though they're here and obviously adversarial, and yet trying to get away from me, that they're either going to be firing a projectile at me like those guys, or they're going to be buffing their other guys. I know there's some rain coral looking ones that definitely buff their opponents. I just haven't directly caught these ones doing it. Yeah. Man, even with that extended health, I am getting a little concerned when they start building up. We're not doing the kind of damage that I would like to see here. Oof. Even when I remember to get close by them. But on the other hand, we are constantly improving the weapons that are getting us the stats, and that one is the one, the Ghost Axe is the one we're trying to get damage from. And it's not bad, it's already gone up 22 points? Yeah, the bad guys are just really strong, I guess. Huh. Weird that they should make the game challenging. That's odd. Let's see, do we need more HP? We're at 84. We're doing pretty good there. This one, though, is just too good. It has so many good effects. We're going to go ahead and lock that one in. And then we're going to go on to wave 15. We are making good progress, I think. I got a little distracted by making the Fruity Fruit Boopy Boops. And I think that may have gotten things to get a little tighter. In the whole bottleneck of bad guys getting stronger and more. Ooh, that was a silly leaf on the wind. I'm a leaf on the wind. Oh, we might be done here. Guys. We might be done here. Ooh, nope, I got this. Yep, no, I lost. But it was an interesting test of concept, and I really want to try again. I think my downfall was getting diverted by the other plan. So next time, we'll just stick to one plan. But thank y'all for coming out today. I'm going to do a couple more here in a minute. And we're going to try to get to like 3 a week. So I can't wait for you guys to come and hang out. Bye.